launcher's not working, man. Yo.
So you might need to go into My Games and just rename the Halo CE folder there.
I mean, it's working, but the sound's not working.
Again?
Yeah. It's never worked for me through your launcher for some reason, so I just moved the maps over.
It's fucking weird.
So I have like fucking 3 different sound cards installed, so...
You might need to go into My Games and just rename the Halo CE folder there. Alright, no, I think I fixed it. It's because I was on there. I'm coming through on your stream, though.
Alright, let's see. I mean, everything's working fine on here, it's just not the CMT UI.
That's weird. Oh, well, whatever.
You can hang around while I stream a bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay for a bit. I'm gonna get a new build out. Sounds like there were some bugs that were found. Actually, I need to finish running through C40 on my own. My skull script should work, but it doesn't always work completely. Great.
Yeah, I was watching the other guy's stream. I saw a few issues, but mostly everything was good. I'm going to take a piss real quick, and then I'll start playing. Alright, I'm back.
So I was on Halo Master. I guess someone's trying to start shit up, even with that whole alt-right thing. Oh, of course, Acman's posting something.
Starting shit with what?
Trying to defend that alt-right troll I got pissed at on Twitter. People are still trying to defend him even after yesterday.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I don't know, they're fucking idiots.
Did I post the right link to my stream? Come on. How do I post a link to my own stream? Oh, here we go. Did I post the right link to my stream? What level should I play? Yo.
Yep.
What level should I play?
Whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter. I think they're all fairly good. I might pull an all-nighter and have something for the testers in the morning. Gotta see if these fixes I made myself work.
We'll just start from the Pillar of Autumn.
Once you get it started, I'll post it in the Discord for people.
Starting now. Oh, I got a crash? Are you fucking kidding me?
What'd it do?
It crashed. I know why, though.
Why?
I forgot to move the data files over.
Oh, your game hopped back together.
What's up?
It's, your game. Oh, I'm delayed. Never mind.
Yeah, the stream is like really fucking delayed. I just have it muted.
You hear my machine?
Nope.
Head through that door. It's the way to the next camp.
Alright, this should work. think we're good finally.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from
Put your name in the title of the YouTube video.
Were limited.
We were running down. Yes.
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the holy torch.
In case anyone has questions.
They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
Well, I'm gonna do my fair amount of shit talking tonight.
Our foes are mopping up the last of the recon picket now. Nothing serious.
I never streamed before, so I don't even know how many people will watch.
CCS class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group.
Anytime a white person does something bad, these self-hating white people complain about white privilege and shit. Dude, stop being racist.
I want everyone at the station.
I need to get rid of Twitter. Fucking idiots.
And Cortana.
Hmm?
Let's give our old friends a
Did you guys change keys?
I've already begun.
What do you mean?
I don't know, he looks different. In a good way.
I don't think so.
Looks different than I remember.
No, I think he always looked like that.
What's up, Toad?
Airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon rendezvous with 22nd tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
Chats in the Discord. Probably get a fair amount of people.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, you get those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere and go getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something.
So I was talking with some of the other guys earlier. You're the only non-minority.
Dude, are you watching?
Yeah.
What's with Johnson?
Oh, it's broken in that one. I fixed it since.
Alright. Anyway, you're saying?
In an RC1. You're the only non-minority person on the team.
Damn
What does that mean?
Like, person who wouldn't be classified as like a minority group in the United States. At least as far as I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everyone else is either, well, Jewish for me, Hispanic, Indian, trans, and one gender fluid person. I mean, Michelle isn't really a team member, but she's contributed enough. She may as well be considered.
Bringing low-level systems online. Tracking the case in 30 seconds.
I guess everybody fills certain shoes.
Yeah. It's almost like we work with people based on their talent.
That's great.
Can you hear my my game?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit coming through.
Let me turn it down.
Oh god, they're trying to get through the door. Security.
There's also a glitch with cheat in there. I don't know, the scripts got screwed up for that. I think Dropbox might be doing something funky sometimes. That's really weird how sometimes these scripts malfunction.
Those blast doors. Move! Move! Got me!
I might have to turn my volume down by...
I have the stream on mute right now. So.
Sir, it's happening on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but
A dozen
never
Covenant
really had a
superior
chance.
battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3... make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving. Yeah.
So you didn't.
Everyone's favorite Cortana.
Must have been one of their boarding parties.
Everyone's favorite
I guess
Cortana.
Nancy
I might even
Reagan
make a
saw
video
it.
about exactly what's going on with that.
Captain,
It's getting
Henry was
annoying.
my last offensive option.
All
People
right.
just don't understand.
I'm initiating cold protocol. On
Yeah, although I thought about just trolling people by putting the old one back in.
While you do what? Go down with
But I'm sure people would be like, but where's the new Cortana model? It looks so much better.
The autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern.
I don't
Oh,
think she
but
looks
not
that
to me.
bad.
Protocol
No,
is
it could be
clear.
worse.
The
I don't really think she looks that
structure
much worse than Halo
absolutely
2's.
unacceptable, and that means you're leaving.
I mean, I understand that it would be nice if the translucency would work, but Soy was having a problem getting her to sort right. I think that flag that they have,
Aye, aye, sir.
there's that flag that they have in the scenario file.
Cortana hack.
Yeah, I think that thing was, it's designed to look at a specific tag reference, for like her shaders or something, and alter it like in game. So it's not something you can do when you have a custom asset.
Right.
It's kind of like how the game will, when it compiles, it'll look at the pistol. If there's something in the pistol reference,
Excellent work.
like if the pistol tag's being compiled, it'll change the values of it.
Yank me.
Celeste, are you talking about the same thing I was talking about earlier?
What?
No, she just mentioned something in the chat.
Your
I think she
architecture isn't
heard
that different from
the beginning of our conversation earlier.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Yeah, because I was like, what do you mean?
I don't keep it low, so you'll have to find ammo as you go.
Can you still kill Keys?
No. At this point, I just don't have him killable just to troll people.
Who's all ready?
Oh fuck, I just got stuck.
So you want to tell me how, Oh, why are my controls all messed up? What the hell's going on?
Oh, dude, it looks like your HUD scaling is off too.
We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant.
Alright, HUD's good now. I don't know why.
I'm basically in a hallway with a bunch of elites and brutes, and the only thing I have is my melee, blood pods on the ceiling, and cluster grenades.
I have to go fix my controls. I think some got messed up.
Combat teams on deck.
Playing on what, legendary or?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have to resume the old-fashioned way since you're not using the launcher?
Damn it. I'm fucking everything up now.
Well, Celeste, I'm white too, but I'm Jewish, so I get my share of, Buff, yeah, you can stream that too, but just don't do it while somebody else has another stream going on.
Don't keep it loaded, so you'll have to
Alright, we should be good now. So I have to ask, what's the secret to the needle hog in the next mission?
Oh, there's a terminal you can find if you're on low gravity, and then you can get it that way. I don't really, I can show it to you some other time, but I don't really want it shown off on the stream as I want people to find it for themselves.
Yeah, I hear you.
Keep your head down. There's two of us in here now, remember?
Whoa, where did this elite come from?
Combat teams on deck 7 and 8. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
This way.
Oh, my controls are still messed up.
You make sure you saved it. Could be from the launch, from using the launcher.
Yeah, I saved it. Control setup. Flashlight should be that. Action should be that.
What's up with that marine for a second there when you were leaving?
I don't keep it loaded.
I thought
so you'll have to
the
find
save
out.
function must be broken too. Because I did save it. So I have to type in game save.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Whoa! Charge!
Keep your head down. There's two of us in here now, remember?
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it fucked up everything.
What did the, what's wrong with the controls?
Now I realize my grenade button is wrong too. Throw grenade.
Are you sure it's not using the default SPV3 ones? It might have altered your player profile earlier. As I think it pulls from that. Yumi would probably be able to explain better.
I apologize to the viewers.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo.
This is the newest version. This is release candidate 1.
Should know that the problems are not with the mod, it's with Halo CE right now.
Yeah, I was just letting the guy know on the stream what version this was. I had to move the files to the regular Halo Custom Edition because the launcher is not working for me.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Halo composition is still being worked on.
And it is very cool.
That's right. Yeah, something's up with the Marines, dude.
Well, I think Chimera messes up something with them. I noticed some animation problems that only started happening with Chimera.
Who knows?
If someone played at 30 FPS, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen.
The launcher is working, but my sound's not working in it for some reason.
Simple idea. Have you ever looked at your audio control program to see what it's doing?
Yeah, I looked at it. There's no sound being put through any channels, so I have no idea.
Did you get to see how the new install process works?
Using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft.
Cool, isn't it?
We go out and they come in. Clever bastards. Wait. We need to get to that door, but it's been damaged by an explosion. Analyzing. The door's control mechanism is offline, but it's taking a lot of damage. You should be able to bash it open with the butt of your weapon.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Your stream just started coming in super grainy.
Now, remember?
Is it?
Yeah.
Great.
Analyzing. The door's control mechanism is
still grainy?
offline, but it's taken a lot
For me at least. Maybe it's not for other people.
Bash it open with the butt of your weapon.
Alright, hopefully I won't screw this up this time.
Go on ahead, Chief. We'll secure this airlock.
Look at this poor soul.
I think you're a little bit ahead of me. But the Marines die and get screwed up or something? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, the new music is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's a Chimera bug. Maybe we should just disable 60 FPS at launch.
It wasn't doing this for me last time with the bodies.
Pillar of Autumn?
Yeah.
I'm sure if you reloaded the map, it wouldn't happen again either. I've noticed it sporadically. I'm not sure exactly how or why some of that works.
This guy's saying it's grainy for him too. Is there any way to fix the graininess?
I'm guessing it's your connection.
Hopefully it clears up. Otherwise I'll just have to stop streaming.
No, now it's better. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
I'm connected through landline, so it should be good. I don't know why it's acting up.
Could be just a home internet.
This Elite's still glitching out, dude.
What is?
The Ultra Elite.
What's he doing?
He thinks he's holding a plasma pistol, so he's trying to charge. But he has a plasma rifle.
Oh, you know what I bet that is? I bet it's because all the AI on Pillar of Autumn use different values. Because they have to be able to fire in midair for when the gravity goes off.
Alright, as long as it's watchable. I don't have the best internet connection, so make sure you guys let me know how the quality is.
Don't forget to check his Zonja blog.
I died.
Have you tried lowering your streaming settings to 720p? What are you using to stream?
1080p?
No, like what software?
It's like OCP or something. Open Broadcaster software.
Oh, that was I just thought you missed that, which should have been a perfect step.
Yeah, I died.
Fail, fail.
I don't even know how I died that time. Oh, because I have 1 health. Is there a health pack around here?
No, you get one right after that encounter. You can always take the flanking route. Like,
There's a flanking route?
yeah, you never do that. Turn to the right. When you go through, turn to the right.
Oh, over
Like,
here.
No. Like, well, I can't see because I'm like everything's fine. When those elites run through the door, there's a way to the right.
I see.
Like,
I see. Just a noob, so I keep dying. Yeah, I did set it up manually. 1080p might just be too high. I might have to do 720. Do you know if I have to end the stream to change that?
No, imagine you can probably change your volume screen.
These guys are ruthless.
All remaining crew and ops personnel hit the lifeboat. Fall back to evac station.
I need a plasma pistol. Damn, I'm getting destroyed.
Yeah, take that flanking route. Just then they have nowhere to hide. Oh, looks like you're already doing it. Unless you're oh, you're stuck.
I'm way ahead now. I killed both elites. There's one more left.
Jeez, the Discord's on fire.
Boom. Alright. Let me try changing the settings real quick. File settings. Stream. No, it's not letting me change the resolution. I don't know, whatever.
All remaining crew and ops personnel hit the lifeboat. Fall back to evac station.
Covenant, on the landing above us.
So remember I told you I convinced my mom to get that 5K iMac?
Yeah, I remember.
She thinks it's too confusing because it's not like her old computer, which was over 10 years old. And now she says she might just give it to me.
What, with the new OS? She thinks it's confusing?
Yeah, because the last thing she had was Snow Leopard.
Oh man, that's great. Hey, maybe you'll score a new iMac.
I know, right? I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I won't end the stream. Just let me know if it gets unbearable. I'll restart it if I have to.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The continuous script works on some encounters, but not others. The one that works for the skulls.
It's only working on some.
Yeah, well, with Oddball we can have less overall. I mean, the same amount of AI, but you know how the encounters are structured.
Right.
You know, I can do like a single encounter for entire BSPs or whatever, rather than
I'm sure things will be a lot more organized with Oddball because you're not building on top of a pre-made campaign.
Well, right.
Maybe.
Sort of excited to script that whole new backend.
For the armor abilities?
Well, for Oddball, well, for a number of things. The armor abilities, the vehicles, the weapons that need scripts.
Oh, the gravity grenade. Too much fun.
Yeah, but that won't be an Oddball. You have to find a new utility for the gravity mechanic.
Still 4 grenade types in Oddball?
Yeah.
All hands, this is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Combat teams, repel boarders until...
I'm not so sure about how I like one of them, though. So I guess the gravity grenade always could return.
The life pods are launching.
Maybe I'll do something cool, like actually do 5 grenades, and some missions will have different grenades than others.
Warning, the
Although,
blast door is closing.
I kinda don't like that
The
idea.
Covenant are destroying the life pods.
I'm sure you'll figure it out as you're implementing them.
We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
It's good, Pope. I could use some more BSP modelers, but...
Pope's a BSP wizard.
I'm about to get my sorry ass kicked. But it's coming along. Just taking forever to make BSPs. Fucking hell.
I understand. Down to the point where debugging this thing is like question mark, question mark, question mark. Ooh, I just saw a jackal form assassinate a brute.
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. We're too close. We need to find another route.
Pillar of Autumn was such an awesome level.
Yeah, I'm sure some people are going to be a little bit miffed that we didn't make it a tutorial anymore, but I think people who'd appreciate a tutorial are probably like a 0.1%.
And most people who are probably playing this probably played the Halo campaign 1 or 2 or 20 times already.
Yeah, I don't really think having, I mean, Oddball's not going to really have tutorial the basics, just kind of a tutorial to Oddball.
Hey Masterz, you got a question in the stream?
Do I? What point did you start getting tired of SPV3? Truth be told, I don't think I ever really have. Like, I am kind of tired of it, but I'm not as much tired of it as much as I am just looking forward to doing other things. Like, there's still more stuff I could do in it, but I'd say kind of the breaking point where I'm like, I want this to start being over is when we really started to have a lot of problems with the tools, when it was clear any further push on the game was just going to be like pulling teeth to make anything function. And that's kind of where we are now. It's been that way for like the past month.
Good answer. You can't tell me which gravity terminal it is?
It's not one of the ones that already exist. You have to find it. It's hidden somewhere. It's hidden somewhere where you need low gravity to get it. Where you get to it.
But I haven't gotten to it yet.
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying. Ah, I'm all the way back here.
I hate how Halo 1 changes your shield recharge time depending on difficulty. Like, I really wonder how much of that was a bug or intentional. Maybe I'll ask on my packs. Which reminds me, I gotta respond back to Marcus Leto. He,
outside the access ways.
liked something I said earlier today.
Let's find another
when he was
way
talking
through.
about Reach.
I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, you know, me, Reach isn't my favorite. You know, in many ways, but...
He was
I
talking.
mean, the world in it is really probably, I think, maybe that and Requiem. Requiem 2 is really good. But they're just so fleshed out, it's like unbelievable. Like, you can tell there was a lot of thought even to like who the early settlers were and talk of the cities and stuff like that. Even though I'm not a fan of the farming on it.
Right.
Like, the fact that they had, like, you know, they cared enough to come up with an entire backstory for the farming and how the, you know, the planet kind of came to be is, I think, really cool.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
Gravity terminal in section E is online.
You sure about that, Voth? What makes you think that? I never looked that closely into it. I mean, I know it's intentional, obviously, for the AI, but kind of weird on the players.
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. We're too close.
Does Halo
We need to
2
find
have
another
the shield charging thing?
No, it was gotten rid of after 1.
The speed it recharges, right?
Right. Like, not the timer, but how long it starts to charge until it goes.
All combat personnel, fall back to tertiary defensive positions.
Whoa! The second I look at the chat.
What, the brew comes? Yeah, that always gets me too.
Gravity in section E is offline.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
What the hell is this?
Hell is what?
Probably Chimera too, I guess.
What, another crewman bugging out?
No, there's just like a vertex stretching across the map. It might be delayed for you, but...
Yeah, well, I'm playing my own. I love dropping enforcers on people. Have you done that yet?
Yeah. Goes off like a tank shell.
Bigger.
I just fucked up that elite. Alright.
Ask yourself this question. Is what I'm doing right now helping Cortana from blowing into tiny, tiny bits?
Yeah, I don't know. I never looked too into the recharge timer.
Well, I don't think there's anything you can do with it without affecting the AI. Obviously, I think that anybody.
Oh, it's linked to all the AI shields too?
Well, that's why I think it was originally meant for the AI and not the players.
Yeah.
And it's an actual bug or something there they earn. Maybe not necessarily even a bug.
Interesting.
But, you know, something that just kind of happened, they just rolled with it. They just didn't have time to look at it. You would think it would be kind of a simple fix.
The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
Well, technically the Marines do have a shield. Yeah, Devin knows what he's talking about.
I was looking at that picture you sent me over earlier via text of the main character for Oddball. I was really liking it.
The ODST?
Yeah, although he obviously needs a couple color touch-ups and like customization.
Yeah, it's just something I whipped up in 2
Like,
seconds.
Oh yeah, I know, just some decals to be like thrown on him.
Crew and ops personnel on deck 1 and 4 report to evacuation.
I love how some of these areas from SPV2 turned out to be so nice.
Well, this one was from the multiplayer map.
Which one?
The one you're in right now, with the 2 hallways, that's from the Mousetrap map, which I kind of was like, Artine, this would be a good idea, and he's like, okay, here's a multiplayer map, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done with Halo. But, Bill Duke picked it up and used it in, you know, his version of CMT.
Il Douche.
Il Douche.
Well, they only have shields technically through gameplay. You don't actually see shields light up. But all Marines have shields in Halo 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's why they go down so quickly after they get hit by overthrow football, if you ever notice. Our brutes have shields too, all of them do. So it's like a very minor shield. I probably could have done it better, but I was happy with the result. Just so it takes a few bullets before they start taking body pings.
Right.
I wonder if it has to do with how far down on the list things are, because almost everything that has the issue is something new. Like with the skull. I mean, 2 Betrayals is a notoriously long mission, too.
Yeah.
I'm sure people report all sorts of skull errors once the game is out.
Did you see the infinite, not infinite, invincible flood form?
Yeah, there's a bug with transformations where it seems to not be able to always snap them out of that. I see it happen sometimes on 343 Guilty Spark. The thing is that they die, they just don't actually die.
Right.
That's why I've always kind of begrudgingly accepted it. Because it doesn't actually impact the gameplay. It's just weird and bad.
There's a brute like glitched out inside the level geometry.
Where?
I have it on the stream now.
Oh, I see. We probably landed in low grav. Like he's weird. I just saw it. Because I think I did.
Oh, I'm standing by it now. You'll know when you see it.
Yeah, it's gonna suck an oddball, the fact that you're never gonna be able to use aircraft.
Oh. He's not as glitched out as I thought. No aircrafts in Oddball?
None of the levels really support. I mean, you might get support aircraft. But nothing that, But it's too bad it's really more of a boots on the ground type game than a kick-ass.
Right.
Also, truth be told, there's only so much you can do with air combat in CE. I think we thoroughly exhausted it in this.
Combat team Alpha.
I mean, all the games share a similar style of aircraft fighting, except Reach, with that one part, but...
Oh, I mean the space part?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really, obviously not a... Well, Halo 2 actually did have a fair amount of Banshee sequences. I don't think the Chief ever got to use one. They were all well, what does it have? It has the gas mine, obviously.
Alright.
And then it has the Great Journey. It doesn't have another one that I'm not thinking of.
I think those are the only two.
Is it?
I believe so.
Gravity terminal in section NC is online.
And 3 just had the one Hornet mission. Or what is it? You only get the Hornet in the Covenant, and that's it, right?
Yeah, you don't even get to fly the Banshee in Halo 3, do you?
You can actually hijack it. I remember when the game came out, me and my friends spent more time than we should have on the Covenant.
Trying to hijack a Banshee?
Well, we did hijack it.
Yeah.
Spent more time than we probably should have doing so. You know what's fun to do on 2 Betrayals? To take care of that anti-air raid? Flying your Banshee over it. And then jumping out on it, hijacking it, letting it get shot up, blowing up, and hopping out and then getting the hawk.
I never tried that. I never tried boarding it.
That can be a pretty intense fight up here. I'm hearing a few people complaining about, well, not even complaining, not even like a bad complaint, just noting really how long 2 Betrayals is. Which was a complaint about the original mission, but there's so much unique stuff to do there, it's kind of like, if you don't take advantage of it, then you're missing out on, you're missing out on it.
More is better than less, in that case.
Well, I mean, there's so many unique situations in 2 Betrayals.
Yeah.
If you didn't do it in 2 Betrayals, you wouldn't ever do it. Now, where I kind of do regret us not doing None Left Behind. Because...
You still have the files for it?
Oh yeah, I still have all the files for it. And it was playable start to finish, I just wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten some ideas since on how I can make it better. And make it work.
Are you still playing with the idea of releasing what you have for it?
Kind of.
That wasn't meant to happen. Shit.
I mean, if somebody else wants to finish it up, I wouldn't have a problem with it and then do my own pass on it. None of the, only like a few SPV3 assets are returned, and that's the Piercer and the Flamethrower. I think those are the only SPV3 assets returning for Oddball. And maybe some of the animation and stuff.
Okay.
Minor things like health pack pickups, like, in terms of like real assets, nothing's really returning. Do you think Cinnabon cookies would taste good with peanut butter?
I'm not a big peanut butter guy. But I like Cinnabon cookies.
Have you ever had the Cinnabon Oreos?
No.
Oh, they're so good. When they were limited edition, I stocked up. I literally have an entire like cabinet in my house that's almost filled with them. It's like in Dude, Where's My Car when they wake up to all that pudding.
Oh shit, now I definitely have to come over. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, they are good. Anytime there's like a limited edition of any cookie, I still have some pumpkin spice Keebler fudge cookies from last like Halloween that are pumpkin spice. I mean, it's not open; it's still sealed.
Do you know it was a good Oreo? The cookie dough Oreos.
I don't think I ever had those.
From like 2 years back, they're a limited edition.
They always do something cool limited edition. I also have the chocolate chip cookie ones, but those aren't so good. There's nothing good about a cream, like the cream filling tastes like chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip is good enough. Then I've had the red velvet ones. I've seen some other ones that are kind of strange. The red velvet ones are good. I don't really archive most of the builds since everything is on Dropbox. If I ever need to pull back an older beta, I can just do it via Dropbox, which is pretty cool. If I really need to recover an older build. And then of course I have stuff on my MediaFire, old builds I sent out to people. Bit annoyed Generator 2. What are they're not working the way they should with the skull.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. Chimera works with SPV3. I'm using it right now.
I don't think your 60 FPS is coming through though.
It's probably not coming through. Let me just double check to make sure it's on.
Well, I imagine it's just because if you're having streaming problems.
Yeah. I always forget. I'm like so used to it now. I don't realize if it's on or off.
Oh, you're using an old version. The new one like goes up to 9. And it has like LP scaling too, like Halo 5 does, which is really cool.
Yeah, he sent me the link for it, I just didn't download it yet.
I'm pretty bad about staying up to date with it.
I'm just
then
waiting,
again,
I'm waiting for first person.
Well, I really should check it. I know that there's been some animation problems with it. We had to disable the cinematics being in
Gravity unstable.
You'd have to ask Masterz that question. I forget.
what? How to implement the flood stuff?
Yeah.
You'll be able to see once we release. Is the short answer.
I never tried doing it. My project doesn't have flood. God, it's a shit show over here. Shit show.
Gravity unstable.
Oh shit. Of course, as soon as I jump, gravity's unstable and I just go flying up into the air.
It happened.
And I die. Sure, I'll use visor.
Gravity unstable.
This is the latest build available to the private testers.
Yeah, there'll probably be a new one earlier this morning.
Energy reading show our fixed reactor power. Systems on board. Even I can't.
That's interesting. So, though the unit doesn't drop weapon thing, it only really starts that. I saw the brute shot fall out of the Banshee. But it didn't disappear until I saw it hit the ground.
That's weird.
Wonder how that works. Is this not our weapons just not pick up full until they hit the ground? I guess.
No, that's not right.
Well, I mean, obviously you can pick up the weapon in mid-air, but not one that's been dropped. So otherwise, you would be able to pick up the sword.
Yeah.
And it would drop them. So it must work that way. It's kind of funny to see the brute shot.
I don't think they like you much anyway.
Tumbling through the air, only to appear.
This part is pretty cool. The hallway of all the dead Covenant.
Yeah, there's that audio line that sometimes doesn't play and sometimes does. It may have been compiled incorrectly, so I don't know.
Played for me.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't play. I'm not sure whether there's a condition there that I honestly just, every time I've gone to like go check it, I'm like, ah, fuck it, I don't really need to check it. And then I don't. It's cool to have like a smaller stream where I can just not be presenting.
Yeah, I haven't even posted a YouTube video. Well, besides the D20 lighting in like a year and a half or something.
So everybody thinks composition's dead.
That's what they think. This part's one of the best places, I think, in the map.
Yeah, it was supposed to be even better, but Silicon Master was lazy about it. He's like, oh, I don't really want to. There's going to be tunnels and like doors that would lead down there, so you didn't have to jump through the window.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, that's going to be too much work for me. I need to go back and work on Cinematographer Evolve. Have you seen Cinematographer Evolve in this new beta?
No.
All new visual theme and new lighting.
Oh, maybe I should play it.
I don't think you ever played the SPV3 version, did you? Just because you disliked the map so much?
I couldn't bring myself to play it.
We were you should hear the podcast I did earlier today. Everybody should. I'll post it in the Discord later and on the Reddit, and shoot out a tweet as well. But we were talking a little bit about it. And I was basically saying, there was such a fundamental disagreement whether that was even the right thing to do. But in the end, there was a lot of innovation that came out of it. So
yeah,
and also a much deeper understanding of problems of the game. But I still think recreating the volcano mission, or having done the library, or
the volcano mission would have been awesome.
So little about it though. That's No. I even asked some of the Halo 1 devs about it, none of them really could remember completely.
Was there actually like geometry in development?
I forget. I forget. I can check my records.
Gravity stabilized.
I think it's cool that SPV3 Part 1 still holds up pretty well for people, even though it is quite old now.
That's a fun little
That
experience.
explosion came from inside. The Covenant must have brought something with them.
Like, even though obviously the hype for it has died down, like,
Right.
not like, you know, sometimes something new comes out and everybody's on the bandwagon for a while, and they're like, oh yeah, but it wasn't really that good. The fact that, you know, even without the hype around it, we can still play it and have a good time is cool.
Yeah, for sure. Later, Vats.
No, it plays on other difficulties too.
Yeah, I'm on Legendary and it played. Oh, that worked out.
My tools are so fucked. Basically can't view anything in Gorilla.
How come?
It like slows like to molasses speed. Because it's out of memory. Like the renderer is just completely broken, even the tree view is kind of fucked as well.
So here's my question to you. Am I going to see new trees in the next level?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you were team viewing in and placing them. You're lucky I wasn't like busy watching porn or something. You could have populated the entire map of trees. I would have came back and not known.
Those were my intentions.
You're like, Masterz, look at this hot girl. Meanwhile, team viewer in. Steal my Halo 1 beta.
Oh my god.
Place some trees. If you do come over to eat those Cinnabon Oreos, you should also play that other game we were talking about. It sounds kind of sexual, but you know, you know the actual game I'm talking about. The one that had trouble running on PC.
You should play the other game we were talking about. What, Stubbs the Zombie?
Gravity unstable.
Yeah.
I'm down, for sure.
I've never actually had molasses. I know it's like honey, but I guess it's supposed to be thicker or something.
I never had it either.
But you always hear about it.
That is true.
A lot of this stuff with the skull would work better. The skulls would work better too if you didn't enable them in the game once it started. If it was located externally in the UI and just tied to a global variable.
Gravity stabilized.
I bet you I need to get up there. Oh well. The Halo 2 editing kit. I've been pulling it up now and again.
Using that is like swiping right and then just finding out it's like a bot.
Yeah.
I might delete my Twitter. This is all said and done.
What, after the release?
Yeah. Or maybe I just will wean myself off of it.
God. Fucking Brute was going ape shit. Pun intended.
Gravity unstable.
I'm going over here, I want to see something.
Cavalry has arrived.
What is this?
What?
Special ordnance.
Ah, fuck, you found it.
There's only 9 people watching.
Yeah, nobody repeat about this.
The next mission's gonna be a treat. Alright. No, I love how you included stuff like that. That's awesome. Oh. I just screwed myself.
Personnel on decks 1 through 4. Report to evac stations immediately.
The next mission's gonna be a treat. No, not a log mod, but you will see new trees.
Ooh, this is bad.
What happened?
People have been looking at the pictures from the Nazi rally and identifying people in it, and they identified one person, and he's in a photo with the congresswoman from the 5th district of Spokane, Seattle, Washington, and that's actually where one of my buddies lives.
Uh-oh.
But they've got they're being people have tracked these people down at the Nazi rally.
Great.
And are posting their names, but they're in response opening Twitter accounts, an hour overnight, little set,
Right.
celebs.
Gravity unstable.
Also, in a photo with the U.S. Senator from Nevada. and it looks like it's a private event that they're photographed at.
This guy's dodging all my grenades, now I'm out of ammo. Is he dead finally?
Gravity stabilized.
I don't know if people are talking about oh dear, and I just saw that about what I was just talking about, or the rec terminal.
Oh, they're talking about the rec terminal?
I don't know what you're talking about. They're talking about. And my mom wants to go get a gun license with me now.
Should.
Yeah. Well, we actually have had bomb threats at synagogues up here too. Like places I used to go when I was a kid, and like actually I think one of the places was where I actually sometimes go to vote. You know, all the church synagogues become voting centers when there's an election. But some of them had bomb threats called it. This is like, you know, in bougie upper East Coast libtard town.
Yeah.
So you never know who's gonna feel emboldened. She might shoot herself with it though, like by accident. Not really good with place. I'm gonna tell her if you can't figure out how to use an iMac.
Yeah, right.
You shouldn't be handed a gun and taught how to figure that out either. iMac first, gun later.
Maybe she'll just say, it's not like my old one.
And then just give it to me. Then I can dual wield.
Yeah. iMac in one hand, a gun in the other.
Yeah, the DMR is the best precision weapon in the game. But Connecticut's gun laws are super strict. Like, after Newtown, which is only like 30-40 minutes away from me, we went pretty hard with gun laws. But there's no real need to have one up here. Not that many people do hunting. There's a lot of urban areas. Now you can still get a pistol for home defense and stuff, but there's no, you know, assault rifles, shotguns, stuff like that.
Yeah, my state is strict too.
Even with Chris Christie, thought he would be pretty liberal. I mean, well, liberal in the conservative sense.
I haven't looked at the specifics in a long time, but it's pretty much just like what you were saying.
I don't think you can even, I'm not even sure you can conceal in my state, unless you're like an officer. You have a license to conceal, or whatever it is. I'm not really sure the specifics.
I've been wanting to get my license too, just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, no, Connecticut's now the strictest in the country. Kind of surprised that California's would be that strict, because they do actually have you know, farmlands where there's lots of animals like coyotes and stuff, you know, as well as they do have problems with you know, some cartels and drug smugglers coming over the border. So the funniest thing on John Oliver last week where he was talking about, where Trump was talking about his wall. He's like, it's so tall, no one's gonna be able to do anything. You can't get a ladder over that. You get up there, there's no way down. And he goes, maybe rope.
Oh my god.
And John Oliver is like, your plan to build a wall is not a good one when mankind's third invention can defeat it.
That's great. Ow.
You know, it's funny, in California, if you look at the original Terminator movie when Arnold walks into the gun store, and he's just like a fucking Toys R Us.
I love it.
And he takes out everything, he's ready to pay, and he just picks up the ammo off the counter, loads it.
I got the Void's Tear. And I just died from nothing.
I just saw you get slashed by the Elite.
It's coming up right after that.
Yeah, some people thought we were showing a little too much off here at the very end. But I thought it was kind of cool to have, like, just to get to the end of the mission, you see the sword, and you also get the Void's Tear, and also sometimes one of the Elites will spawn with the Needler, so you get a brand new weapon, but you don't get a chance to use it, so it's kind of like a tease for the next one. Like, it's gratuitous, but... Boy, and no automatics here, too. That no 5, is that no 5? Probably nothing can be sold with 5 rounds, right? Or whatever.
One last life. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
Is offline.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Punch it.
Aye, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
Oh yeah, cinematics are all fucked up.
sir? I don't want to die out here.
What with the
life pod is like glitching out hardcore.
Yeah, that's why we don't have the cinematics in 60 for now.
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
I knew it. The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manually.
Man, Twitter is nuts. So the woman who was killed by the car, the Daily Stormer, which GoDaddy hosts, has an article up. Heather Hayer, a woman killed in a road rage incident, was fat, childless, 32-year-old slut, and some celeb tweeted to GoDaddy, you know, telling them exactly who, you know, what the website they host was posting. So GoDaddy's removed it, and now like everybody's commenting, you know,
Chief?
planning to troll storm her and shit like that.
Great.
At last. Are you all right? Can you move?
So much toxic on the internet.
Yeah, well, people think, you know, eventually people are gonna have to understand, or things are gonna have to change where you actually have to be held accountable for what you say and do on the internet.
Right.
Which is really the way it should be. People are pussies. They wouldn't say it at a bar or someone's face, but they will on the screen.
Exactly. I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, there's the impact. There's nothing we can do.
Oh yes. Check it out. Tree variety.
It's called Traversity.
Traversity.
Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're
What's up,
lucky,
buddy?
the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. I disabled the lifeboat signal beacon to throw off Covenant search teams. Other lifeboats probably made it down too. We should search for survivors.
I love using that word now when I talk about the sandbox and diversity, because I know it pisses some people off.
Evasion.
What, the word diversity?
Just like, yeah, in general. Like, you know,
Yeah.
diversity is good. You want to have a mixture of things, more interesting reactions. Yeah, diversity.
Oh my god.
Alert! Covenant dropship has detected us. Here they come.
I also fixed that weird bug with that dropship that was in them sitting there. And also check out the sky. The sky's changed too. So we desaturate. Some of the clouds are kind of overexposed.
Looking good. Get out of here.
You know, it's
bro.
funny. I use Sprint all the time. Like, pretty much Sprint lately has become my go-to. Again, after using Regen for like months on end.
Yeah, I like the sprint. Oh, my guys are over here trying to kill him. Hey, Masters, what was the destructible tree idea gonna be like?
You shoot the tree, and it dies, and it spawns a dead vehicle that falls on the ground and could crush people.
Was that my idea, or was it?
Oh, I've had this idea for years. Lag hated it. Thought it was stupid. But I do think you'd probably have problems with bounding radiuses and stuff like that for having such a long, skinny object with the pathfinding and the collision and stuff. But you could easily do it in Halo 2. Halo 2 did a lot of stuff like that with the environment, like the Great Journey. We should go through it on MCC one day and just blow up as much of the environment as we can.
The Great Journey?
Halo. Oh, Great Journey has some pieces that I know about, which I like. See, some sprint Alright, so 2 betrayals. I'm not sure what the sprint issues are on 2 betrayals, but I have a feeling it's due to just the size of the map. At least when this game crashes, though, now we have such an easy way. Like, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world.
Right.
And it's not like the MCC where you lose all your progress or your whole Xbox freezes.
Still wish we could tie physics to scenery.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
Man, even doing this mission on normal is pretty tough for me. I don't know how people would do it last time. I just got out of the tunnel at the end, but without the ability to pick up enemy weapons, you're kind of screwed. And while right now, as I'm testing it, I can use like the vehicles like the Ghost. if you were doing a NASA or a lasso run, you wouldn't even have that. Man, Halo 2 would have been an awesome place to have all of my, what was I saying? I forgot. Totally blank. What am I talking about? Oh, the gravity grenades would have been great in Halo 2. Can you imagine how cool those things would be?
Oh, with all the interactable objects and everything?
Yeah. You have all the Halo 5 models, right?
Yep.
Did you ever figure out what was going on with that ODST pistol from Halo 5?
No, I'm gonna have to ask one of the programmers that made the tool. I'm sure they know where it is.
You have the caster though, right?
Yeah.
I'm more and more confident going to include that oddball.
Look sharp! Covenant dropship on approach! I could use some help over here!
It's only me and this one Marine still alive? I guess so. Yeah, well.
I should really have hit something up on the bridge in 2 Betrayals, that first bridge you come out of on its only controls. You get a Banshee, you could fly up there and like do something.
Yeah, the one streamer wanted to know why he took the sniper away.
What do you mean?
On top of the tower, right when you get out of the control room.
Oh, well, there's still a sniper rifle. It comes from the Sentinels inside. You get the Sentinel sniper. But the reason why I got rid of that ammo cache is because most people didn't know about it, and I wanted people to kind of just be pushed down to go further on down. I think there's a terminal there, though.
Devin, we could have all these trees animated if we wanted to. Like the branches swinging and stuff. It's just would be too much work for the effort. Especially since it's releasing in, what, 5 days?
Fuck.
Yeah, but for me to go in and rig each and every tree and give it a bone set would take forever. But it's something I will do for my next project. And probably Oddball. What do I do here? There's Banshees.
What? What do you do?
Yeah.
Shoot them.
Do they go down with regular weapons easily?
Well, I mean, same as Halo 1. Yeah, the Marines can take them down pretty easily if you take care of the guys who have the dropships too.
This guy here is just not going down. By a fuel rod.
Well, it's not that people didn't. Well, I mean, part of it's that, yeah, people didn't know about it. But the fact is that it kind of slowed everything down anyway, because you had to go all the way up there, get it, and then go back up again. I thought it was better to just diversify those weapons and make them be things you could go for in the heat of battle. The Covenant down there. was my attitude towards it.
Fuck. I'm gonna die.
What can you say? I recommend that we stay near the beacon and wait for extraction.
I'm dead.
Let's get out of here.
Fucking AC-40 sometimes. Eyeballs the next project.
What can you say? I recommend that we stay near the beacon and wait for extraction.
Fucking hell. Damn banshees.
Use the assault rifle. Spray him down.
I recommend that we stay near the beacon and wait for extraction.
I wasn't trying to do that.
I'm so glad Windows has that hit control to find your mouse pointer, because sometimes I legit cannot find it across all four systems. But man, Grubhub needs to have like 24-hour service.
Alright. Ah, more phantoms. we could just mean certain scenery like Covenant crates and stuff would bounce around kind of like the vehicles do.
What is it?
He's asking, so what are some things you could do by tying physics to scenery?
Well, everything would be able to be interactable. Oh, well. Remember I told you they were doxing that woman?
Yeah.
They posted her address and her information. Yeah, her address and her number. And then Anonymous has taken down the Daily Stormer and is basically declaring war on the white supremacists. And in response, everybody else is saying they're going to keep pursuing the website and make it difficult for anybody to host them. Any ISP.
Oh, crap, dude. I keep fucking dying.
This is probably one of the hardest encounters in the whole game.
Yeah, pretty much, Devin. At least in terms of interaction.
Man, the internet is on fire.
Oh man, so close. Son of a bitch. Shackle marksman, man. There's no getting away from him.
Yeah, the encounter can be pretty tough.
Look at dude. Just running over here.
Yeah, now Arnold just posted something on Facebook. His father was a Nazi. Voluntarily joined the Nazi party.
Really?
World War II, yeah. And he just contributed $100,000 to an anti-hate organization he's worked with for decades.
No, don't die, don't die. It's a lot of brutes, dude.
Yeah. Grab one of the health packs. There's also a sniper rifle there you can grab too.
I'm out of ammo with the sniper. There's only like 3 left.
Anderson, I've never seen somebody be driven back to that point, that location.
This is the first time I ever tried it too.
It's so awesome that even though that, I mean, that encounter, I mean, yeah, the AI are, and there's a few small changes, but the overall foundation of that encounter is 16 years old, and yet you can still find new ways to interact with the AI in it.
Yeah.
Roger, Echo 419.
You know,
This is
even
Fire
to
Team
this
Charlie.
day, it's still
Read you.
as unpredictable as it was the day you first played it.
Roger, Fire Team Charlie.
So many different
Good to
ways
hear
to do it.
from ya. Bowhammer, we need transportation to the command shuttle. I'm on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
Bowhammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana. Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give them hell. Roger, Bowhammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety. That's affirmative. Echo 419 staying on station. Bowhammer
Oh, that's
out.
sick, dude.
What? Falcon came in and I wasn't looking.
If you can eliminate
The needle hog.
guarding one of their transceivers, I can relay your signal so that you can infiltrate the Covenant Battlenet.
Yeah, I maybe wanted to make the purple a little bit more vibrant, but all the warthogs are kind of desaturated. What do you think of it? Do you like it?
I think it's cool, yeah. Although my Marine disappeared.
Still there, I see him on the motion tracker.
Oh, here he is.
I know what else I'm excited for, the oddball motion tracker. That thing is gonna be fucking cool.
What's going to be different about it?
Oh, it's gonna be able to identify different species better. Like grunts, jackals, skirmishers, drones.
I had that idea. I wasn't sure how to get it to work, though.
Yeah, well, you can change the size of the thing so it'll show that, and then like elites can be big and stuff like that, along with the hunters. So when you're looking on your radar, like elites and brutes will be medium sized, and grunts and jam stuff, and I'm also going to increase the range on it. So it's going to be armor ability exclusive. You won't have it by default. Oh, you just fucked up that ghost. Funny thing about that needle warthog is that it's actually using the projectile that used to be on the old sniper rifle that I had planned.
Really?
The sniper. It's the exact same projectile.
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead.
Also, part of the sniper rifle that some of the Savage Jackals use is also using Techromet. Even though we never really ended up using that gun, like a lot of different parts of it made it into different weapons.
Yeah, it's cool.
I don't know if you ever used that as a sniper rifle, but that thing was pretty neat. It's in some of the Part 1 files if you go in the memory editor, and you can still use it. It's neat. You can like zoom in, and if you hit somebody in the head with it, they'll die and then they're explode. But now the Sentinel Sniper Beam does the same thing. So,
Yeah, I want to test that thing out, too.
what do you think of the floor shaders here that we were working on? I ended up redoing them.
Pretty good.
Still a little bit flat in areas, but it's neat. I think it's cool that we have so many different floor tiles thanks to Mozzarella. Kind of pissed at this new keyboard I got. The backlight seems to want to reset every night. Like it has some sort of timer.
Come here, Marine. We're gonna die. I died. What brand keyboard is it?
Matthias. They're like a small company out of California. It's like it's basically an Apple wireless keyboard with a number pad and backlight. like same key layout that matches my iMac and my MacBook. Because when I was using the mechanical keyboard that came with my desktop, I can never remember, like I could never get used to the muscle memory being different.
Right.
Typing on a MacBook for almost 10 years now. Never mind, I also switch between, you know, my desktop and my MacBook or my iMac. So I just got standardized with one keyboard layout. It's a little bit less clicky than the official one, but it's good.
Did you install the drivers for it?
It's just Bluetooth. It's got a year-long battery in it too.
Well, a lot of those, like if you install the drivers, a lot of the drivers control the lighting.
Oh no, the lighting controls are on the keyboard itself. There's like a special function key, the plus or minus sign to adjust it.
Wait, why did my Marine get out of the Warhawk?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You know where he went.
Unless, no, maybe I have it, I forget what I have it scripted for in that map. I think in that map I have it scripted for them to hop out, although they shouldn't. Or maybe it's only because it's the Heretic Hog.
Oh, he's dead for some reason. Here he is.
And a couple seconds behind you. This thing's pretty heavy because it has that battery in it, though. Like the backlight will last a month. The main battery will go for a year. It's got 2 separate batteries in it. And it's also smart too, so if you let it sit too long, it'll turn that backlight off.
That's cool.
Uh-oh. Your hog gonna blow up in that fire?
Oh, the reflections off your own needles have the potential of hitting you.
What, if you hit the jackal? Or hit what?
I just hit myself with the needle somehow. My own Warhawk.
Oh yeah, they'll bounce around the area and stuff.
Interesting. Yep, see, I just did it.
Well, one of those hitting your flesh will probably kill you.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance. Wait a minute. I'm reading Marine IFF transponders. They'll need your help.
Oh, my needle hog.
This area was cool. This is very much in the spirit of this mission, but in a smaller scale than you don't normally see. What's funny is this also comes from part of SPV2.
The Marines are just inside.
Like the part of the map that you're on right now, the right half, always existed, and the other half was like a steel bridge. Then I was like, no, like going up that thing is cool, like let's do more alpine combat. Actually, this will play even better now with the new trees because you have more cover.
Yeah, it's pretty cool so far.
The music makes it too. And there's Lag's brilliant idea with the totem pools for the brutes to explain why there's weapon caches and stuff for TSDE.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh shit. Well, fuck.
Look, a Mark 5.
Did Soy like redo the blind wolves?
Oh yeah, he did those the other day.
Are they trying to kill me? Like they're following me around.
You'll see on the radar if they are.
They're just trying to follow me.
They look cool though, don't they?
Yeah.
He was never really happy with, I mean, they weren't actually, you know, it's funny because so many reviews praised us for them. But Soy had to have been his bot, and at one point we actually had MOAs in this
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I just completely forgot about trying to do wildlife in it. And then he did his Soy single player thing like a month before SPV3. I'm like, we should totally put the blind wolves in. And I knew he was hesitant because they were kind of something special in his mod. But I kind of pushed him on it because I was like, they can really do so much, we can really do so much with them. You know, I forget the exact argument I gave him, but I knew that they would like really be beneficial. I think in the end, I'm happy we did it. You know, because it does suck. Like I tried not to pull too much stuff from his mod because it was his. You know, and it kind of sucks that it, you know,
SPV overshadowed it.
Yeah. I mean, people still really like it, and I've yet to really play. I feel bad to say I have yet to play through the full thing. Also, look how well that cube map on the water looks with the surrounding hills. That's a stock cube map. That water looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look really good.
It'd be nicer if we had more of a dirt underneath it. Oh, well, that was one of the things I said we could do too with open source, I think, but that ended up not working. I think the seat is still there. I think it is a different name. Isn't that water pretty cool, though?
Yeah, it's cool. It looks pretty good. Just imagine if it had real-time reflection.
Oh, man.
How come it doesn't? It's a flat surface. You could do it here.
I think there was a concern about performance there and shit. Because there's so many transparent objects that has to re-render it all twice.
Yeah.
And Halo doesn't really do transparencies well anyway. What's cool is Oddballs is already using a fair amount of real-time reflections.
That's cool.
No, what was broke about the AI, like, you can't actually drive them. They'll have their own AI and stuff.
One more group of Marines to go, Chief.
You know what's fun with the structure in the middle? Throwing a gravity grenade and watching them all get together and then shot it.
The last group is over here, I believe. This area is pretty cool.
I remember these Pelican recorded animations were the last things I threw in near the end, and I got that working pretty well, I think, on the second or third try. Watch where the Pelican comes in, and then watch how it leaves. It's pretty fun to do. Is that the last of the Marines, or?
This is the last one over here.
Sprint, sprint, sprint.
Damn, that brute got me good. Alright.
Getting the AI to spawn without you seeing them here was kind of interesting too, because you have so many different elevations.
Probably wasn't the easiest thing.
No, I mean, it still doesn't work completely. You can still sometimes see them spawn in, but there wasn't really another way around it.
Holy shit, dude. AI place 9999999.
You ever accidentally hit like the 0 key sometimes after it, or hit another digit and accidentally make them spawn like at like 888?
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, it's funny, a lot of people really hated on the cluster grenades, but I think in part 2 they work so well against the flood.
I always liked them. Interesting take.
I think they're a little bit too smart for most people to really get. Like, most people don't understand, like they just see it's like, oh, there's like this different explosion without really thinking of like how they can manipulate it.
Right.
Damn straight.
That's all of the Marines, Chief. Good work.
How many more missions do you think you're gonna do?
Thanks, Katana. Starting our approach.
I might just finish this one.
Nah, because then I might take a shower. I need to shave. My beard's getting super scratchy.
Watch the Pelican come in.
Yeah, it's gonna appear behind you. Look at the tree line behind you. Or like, well, I don't know which way you're facing, but the way you came in is where it appears.
Yeah, it already landed. As it was coming in, a brute attacked me.
Oh, really? Did the Pelican shoot it?
I was en route with
No.
supplies.
Oh, let's see in a sec. Make sure you watch it leave, though. Track it as it leaves. You can see where I almost crashed it on the
I'll need
mountaintops.
you to clear out that area. We can't risk losing.
Oh, it did attack it. The missile came and hit it. I just saw it. You got... Well, I guess it's too late. I gotta record that line for the grind. He killed Mojo Jojo!
Oh my god. Best brute name.
I should have made that be the names of one of them in the terminals. Then oddball, you found out he's the only brute to survive installation 04.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, I got it to. I made sure I intentionally had it fly in front of the sun, so the sun would flare when you. See, I see you're watching it right now, or you were watching it.
Yeah.
Then you see in the right when it's about that tree, I have but I wanted to make sure it was going off in the direction of Alpha Base.
Oh, that makes sense.
Sometimes I wonder if I waste my time with the small details like that. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody ever picked that up.
Well, now 9 people know. Actually, 8 people know.
Echo 205 Cortana. I got a fleet of birds with reinforcements, but I can't set them down until those raids are destroyed. Easier said than done.
Inbound Phantom's chief.
They killed Mojo Jojo.
But you have to make that a dialogue line, dude. Dude, you should have like just one midget brute like Mojo Jojo.
Objects at scale?
No, like fucking. You can even. You know, like the little guy in Stubbs, the boss? The dancing competition dude?
Mojo Jojo?
But you know the one I'm talking about in Stubbs?
Yeah.
Fucking just take the brute model into max. Shrink them down like just the Z-axis. And then like when you're showing them in cutscenes and stuff, only show the top half. And when you finally see him as the player, you realize he's a midget.
Well, let's talk about that later when we're not on stream. Try to ram your hog through a tree. See if it happens like what was the old one.
Ram it into a tree?
Yes, like...
Any
full
tree?
on. Any tree.
I did it before, nothing. Oh yeah, I went through the skinny one. Hey look, Devin, just Devin, appreciates the small details.
Thanks, Devin. It's cool watching the Wraith mortars as a cool sequence.
Yes. Oh, God.
Lodex was bashing me over this the other day, though. Well, not the other day, like a month or so ago.
Again?
No, you may have been there for when he got mad, because I was saying how some stuff on Lemuria is kind of schizophrenic.
Oh, he hasn't bashed you since then, though?
No, I talked to him maybe a week ago. Me and him are cool. He just gets very emotional about that stuff.
Him and High Guy, dude, I don't get it. Again, I should watch my mouth.
I don't know, they definitely put, you know, the amount of time and effort they put into it was really good and the ambition is great. It just sucks that some of that was poorly planned and I think that kind of hurts them.
Yeah.
They have to accept that, you know, they put in all the effort and did everything right except for, like, some ideas.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you, Ben, I guess the people in the chat might want to know, but I always felt that the interior is really good, but when it comes to the exterior sections, so much of it is based around the pistol and the sniper rifle that you really don't get the opportunity to have any of the close fun fights that you have with the assault rifle. Like, in an effort to make things wide open and majestic, they kind of lost sight of what made Halo 1's exterior encounters fun.
Lemuria?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even the interiors suck, dude.
I thought the interiors were alright. I don't think they were really that much worse.
I just didn't like how they were all just nicked from other designs that we've already played.
Well, in the first one it was like that, but in the second half they had some pretty cool areas. Especially the end sequence room, where you're fighting up the side and there's a giant hologram platform in the middle. Then you get the Banshees and you get to fly around and stuff.
Yeah, that part was pretty cool, I suppose.
Why blow up the rates when you can jack them?
You'll see in a second.
Oh, that's exactly what you did. Man, that thing's really weak. So Michelle was telling me some of the effect popping might even be because of shared resources. I'm not completely sold on that theory.
How could that be possible?
That's why I'm not sold on it. It's pretty disappointing that this area still has problems.
Echo 05 to Cortana, we are on our way. Thanks for clearing that LZ.
Easier said than done. Inbound Phantoms, Chief.
I was telling her it might even just be a gearbox problem because shared maps, Halo 1 PC was the first game to use shared resource maps.
Right.
And then Halo 2 did it, and then every game since. But Halo 1 Xbox.
Oh, Halo 1 PC was the first?
Yeah. I don't know if the Shadowrun beta. I mean, Shadowrun beta and stuff are also based off the Halo 1 Xbox. So they don't use shared resources either.
I was in Walmart the other day, and I'm walking down the main aisle, and I just see like a Halo Warthog toy sitting there.
Oh, I have one of those. It's the Rocket Warthog, right?
It's a rocket one, like inspired by the Gearbox PC version.
Yeah, I saw that once too when I was in Walmart, and I picked it up, and then I redid the gun on the back using my amazing Lego skills, and I made it sort of look like a tri-barrel one of the Gearbox one.
Should have bought it. I looked at it and I was like,
it's cool.
I'm like 25 years old looking at these toys.
Yeah, I picked it up anyway. I know you know, I'm jealous of Unicraken, Sins of the Prophet, because he has like some little kids, and Duquesne. Yeah. So they have an excuse to go out and buy like every Halo Mega Block thing that's out there.
Because the kids like it too?
Yeah, and they get to build it with their kids.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder why they never kept the Gearbox Warthog design for the rocket variant.
Probably jealousy.
I always thought it was pretty cool.
You never don't think it's cool. It is. Get your verbiage right.
I don't think it's cool. It's fucking. It is cool. But I'm pretty sure there's like concept art. Oh shit. There's Halo 2 concept art using the Gearbox idea.
Really? I've never seen that anywhere.
I mean, there's Halo 2 concept art of like 5 different variations of Warthogs.
Well, I remember those. Those were all done in CE2 eventually.
Didn't they like make them in CE first or something?
No, but Lightning, who's still in our Discord from way back in the day, made them. For the other kill is Hypothermia Man.
Yeah, they were really cool. Is there a Phantom? I thought I saw a Phantom coming in.
I want a kid so I can play like Halo. I have mine set up so the Arbiter is like getting ready to board the Warthog with like his sword ready to impale the Chief. Man, that's super deceptive.
What?
Like it comes with the Arbiter and Chief and a Warthog. Arbiter and Chief don't get to the final cinematic, and Chief doesn't even set foot in a single Warthog the entire game.
That's disappointing.
Fake news. So, I also have a Storm Elite figurine that I got at PAX one year. They gave it to me for free. He's pretty cool. He's one of the miners, but his armor is purple, and he has a storm rifle.
I had Jewel Madama.
What, in Lego?
No, just whatever you call it.
The toys?
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Jewel.
So the only character, the only antagonist I really liked in Halo 4.
That act's cool in the terminals, but...
I always thought Jewel Madama was a really cool character.
Oh, an elite. That's become a leader.
Yeah.
Covenant. He's kind of become the thing that the elites used to hate.
This guy, he has a Halo 2 Tartarus from back when Halo 2 figures
Who does?
were being made. Rutha Crow in the chat.
Alright, stop watching the chat. Too busy playing with my Warthog. Work.
I wish I could get some of those Halo 2 stuff
There's
from back in the day.
A lot of retro games and stuff. They actually even have some Halo 1 figurines there. I was thinking about scooping it up, but I don't really need more toys. I have so many like little Terminator endoskeleton toys that are laying around here. If I ever bring a girl up, I'm fucked. Though then on the bright side, I may never want to come back.
Have you ever brought a girl over and they saw it?
I've got like Gears of War posters up and stuff. My girlfriend thought it was all cool.
I have a Halo.
Yeah, and then
I'm gonna tell you not to take them either.
Make sure you delete this stream afterwards.
Yeah, well.
Work.
Welcome back, live stream barely. Was the quality getting bad again?
I don't know. Jesus Christ, this fucking thing is spewing so many errors at me.
If you can board and capture that anti-air race, we can use it to shoot down any more incoming dropships. Gladly.
Alert! Reading multiple inbound targets.
This week is a lot less stress. Well, what got you?
I died while I was boarding the Wraith.
Gotta kill the dudes first.
Oh damn, that sucks. I wonder why we lost 5 viewers.
Yeah, it is late.
If you can board and capture that anti-air race, we can use it to shoot down any more incoming dropships. Gladly.
Oh man. Alright, we're gonna do this properly this time.
Another kind of weird thing that I did here was, I know it got lagged really mad too, but the fact that you have to get the switch. I thought it was kind of cool to show that the Covenant had already gone up, and those would kind of make it feel like it was a little bit more alive. It wasn't just an elevator waiting for you, like somebody else had used it first, as well. It kind of worked as a like, oh, this is how you use a switch tutorial sort of thing. Although I guess you had it earlier. But I thought it made it feel like more interactive, like, oh, like I actually have to call this thing down. I remember some people would just run forward and fall and they're like, oh, it's annoying, they shut the elevator there. No, fuck you. Only one person says where the elevators go. It's me.
Alert! Reading multiple inbound targets. Red isn't my color, but I'll make it work.
Red isn't my color.
Yeah. Talking about the color of the Wraith.
That's cool.
Most of them you actually played through all of A30. Oh man, you're gonna be fucked again. Unless I'm really behind it, I just saw you get shot off the Wraith.
Now, am I supposed to be able to get the anti-air Wraith down from here?
I mean, you can bring it if you're smart about
I
it.
spotted several pillars of smoke in the next valley. Can't promise you, but my guess is that's where we saw those other life pods land.
But you know, preferred method is hog, or the suggested method is hog.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the hog.
I still haven't reboarded it yet on my screen.
Damn, it's that far behind.
And you just got, actually this is the one where you got killed by the AA raid.
I'm like all the way like down by Alpha Base now. All the guys are dead.
I started the stream for myself. Oh, now I see you driving the Wraith down. Did you blow up both Phantoms, or?
Yeah.
Took me a while to get that to work again too, because some of the materials changed. I know Oddball's not gonna have destroyable dropships.
Why not? Too much resources?
I mean, just not worth it, especially with the new model that I want to use. Although maybe I'll do something rather with it. With, like if you activate guns, I don't know, I gotta see. I guess it could work. I was thinking of one thing for the first mission of Oddball. So I'll talk to you about that later.
Sounds good. I think Chimera just works with Halo Custom Edition.
Yeah, I don't think there's any plans for PC support either. All the memory addresses are probably different too, so.
Yeah.
Well, hey, all versions means like international, like, at least when I talk about it.
Did you cut the spirit completely from this?
Maybe no, it's still there in cinematics and in the swamp. You just don't see them in combat. I mean, I guess we could have used them, but.
Oh shit. Almost fell off.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
So I see that guy Perla did light maps.
Yeah, for the reconciliation. And he wanted to do it for mod 2, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna let him do it because A, it's late. 2,
let's check it out.
The shared resource files are already getting massive to the point where I can add even more into those. So half the maps have to be internalized, like where they can be, or well, it's like a combination of the two. It's all fucked up.
Apparently Chimera works on both PC and CE.
Yeah, I've seen them. So were you were watching the D40 stream earlier, right?
Yeah.
Alright. What's up with that music stuff? Because I haven't seen that before. Unless I just didn't see it.
With the Foley delay at the end?
Yeah.
Here come the blind wolves.
You got him pissed off?
No, they must be curious about the gunfire. It's a nice little detail you got.
Oh, I mean, that's just AI being AI.
Yeah. But it works out for the better, I mean. It makes sense. I mean, maybe it makes sense if they ran away from it. I don't know. Yeah, my gunner is taking a lot of damage.
Got my window open. Nice breeze. Hey Siri, is it gonna rain tomorrow?
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
It doesn't look like it's going to rain.
Alright, let's take it on foot.
I'm gonna have a thunderstorm on Friday. Imagine if we get a thunderstorm and I lose power and I can't really. And my phone died because I didn't charge it during the day and I have no way to let anybody know.
It's alright. Day late isn't too bad.
Or worse, a lightning bolt comes and strikes my apartment. Fries my
Send me a backup of the pre-final.
Well, I mean, it's all on Dropbox anyway. We changed it, so technically, I should be able to take any computer I have and do it. That new installer launcher is awesome. I just don't know why you have an audio.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably the only one too.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I've called for an evac.
Roger that. Marines, assemble for evac. Pronto.
Wow.
No sign of him.
What the hell is going on? A lot of these trees are floating, by the way. I'm sure you know that, though.
Wait, which ones?
A lot of them.
Which ones?
The medium?
The little tiny sapling ones you did?
No, the one up the size above.
Let me see.
And my Marines are about to all die. I don't know why they're advancing without me.
This is what happens when you give me trees like a week before we release them.
Well, they're gonna die. I don't know why they decided to go up there. Probably because I went up there before. I don't remember a Phantom coming in at this part. Is this new?
Yeah. It's using the recorded animation of the Pelican. So that's how I got the flight path.
Is this a legendary encounter?
That's on all of them. I'm looking at those sparks I wanted to replace right now. Those original bitmaps are so low resolution, it's not even funny.
We didn't rescue any of the Marines. 100% casualties.
Yeah, Cortana, we didn't rescue any of the Marines because Masterz thought it'd be a smart idea to put a dropship full of brutes.
Hey, it was too easy before.
Cortana to Echo 419. Fohammer, relay the evac order. We weren't able to save any Marines from that lifeboat.
She better still come to give me a new Warhog. I guess I could drive this.
Yeah, I should send you this bitmap later, because I'm pretty sure you could whip a new spark for it pretty quickly.
What's it the spark for?
That's like the sparks that fly out when you shoot something.
Yeah, I could use a new one of those.
I think everybody could.
Yeah, the Mantis would be cool.
The what?
The Mantis.
Oh, well, let's talk about that later.
Some guy in the comments mentioned it. Devin.
Oh. Yeah, well, originally the Mantis was going to kind of be... Well, some of the Mantis stuff actually got recycled into the Hawk as far as weapon system goes. Although then I got rid of the chain gun and did the little burst thing. Which I think is cooler anyway.
Fucked up that Banshee of the Mongoose.
Still behind you, just got on the Mongoose. Look, that thing didn't fire fuel right at you.
We need to find the other two lifeboats.
One thing I always liked in Halo 2 is when the Banshees died, how they kind of spiraled out of control.
Yeah. That was always really cool.
I don't think Sean ever had that thing working, as far as I know. Oh, well, yeah, I do got some of those trees that flew.
Actually, I'm gonna come back to this area. Go this way.
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Well, definitely wasn't trying to do that.
I'm gonna have to go play A30 later and look at every single fucking.
Damn, I have a lot of Marines over here.
Yeah.
Try and flank the Marines, son of a bitch.
The cavalry has arrived. Whoa!
They're all dead. Didn't save them.
Fuck did they all die?
This focus room is going to be really dangerous.
They are. What the fuck is going on?
Alright, I'm gonna call it the night for now. Alright, I'll catch you later.
Later.
I put those files in the Discord for you to take a look at.
Alright, cool.
I mean, we can definitely, if we get those out now, we can include them when we both want them for the future too. I'll see you.
Later. Alright guys, it was fun. It's 4 AM here, I have to go to sleep. Probably stream again tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.